N-acetylcysteine is inexpensive, it supports your entire bodily health, and what's crazy is the FDA actually tried to ban it when people needed it most, sparking some controversy as to what their actual intentions really were. Hey Wellness Warrior, I'm Dr. Zyrowski, and N-acetyl cysteine has so many incredible benefits which we're going to get into in just a second, but I can tell you this, it's inexpensive and you can use it every single day to slowly improve bodily function. Let's get into some of the major benefits. First is it's going to support boosting up glutathione in the body. Now glutathione is the master antioxidant in your body. It is going to be very important for keeping your cell healthy and alive. It's very important for detoxification. It is going to play a huge role in decreasing inflammation and keeping you healthy. So this is why you always want to make sure that you're boosting glutathione. So this is what N-acetylcysteine will do. When we take it, it's a precursor, it raises it up. Now N-acetylcysteine is also going to support detoxification in your body. According to one study, it's going to support kidney and liver function and reduce the risk of kidney and liver damage. Now this is really important because these organs such as your liver and your kidney, they are actually important for detoxification. And when they are not working correctly, your body cannot detox appropriately. And this is where you start to become unhealthy and sick. And so we want to make sure that we're supporting detoxification all the time, and NAC will help us do that. Now it also is going to help improve your brain health, and there's some really interesting research on NAC and brain health. Now NAC has been shown to reduce oxidative damage to the brain, but furthermore, it has been shown to help slow cognitive decline. It also can help with psychiatric disorders. It helps with problems like OCD, depression, and even anxiety. And so when you take NAC and it boosts glutathione in the body, one of the things it'll do is it'll help reduce inflammation. It'll help reduce inflammation in the brain. It'll help your brain become healthier. And here's the thing that you have to understand about your brain, is that your brain actually has detox mechanisms within it. And these detox mechanisms become damaged. And as it becomes damaged, you're going to get more inflammation in the brain, and it can throw off brain activity. So here's what you can do is you can take NAC regularly in order to help improve that brain function, lower the inflammation, and improve the detoxability of the brain itself. Now, I briefly mentioned just a moment ago that the FDA, during the height of the big viral outbreak that we faced for many years, they actually started putting a lot of bans on the N-acetyl cysteine. In fact, many major retailers quit selling it because they didn't want to fall under scrutiny by the FDA. And the truth is it was very peculiar timing, because the time in which they were really putting pressure on, well, should we turn N-acetyl cysteine into an actual pharmaceutical so people can't get it over the counter, during that time is when people really needed it, because the N-acetyl helps lower inflammation, it helps with respiratory health, it helps in so many ways. And so here's the thing, is that I personally use N-acetyl cysteine all the time. In fact, right now as I speak, there's a lot of viral issues going around, a lot of pathogens, and in my own home, my kids have been sick. And so I've been using it even with them. My whole family's been using it. So we keep it in our medicine cabinet as well, so that we could take a little bit of a higher dose when we need it. So this is something I think everybody should have. And I think that when the FDA comes down on something like this, it actually shows the importance that it has to someone's health in overcoming a health problem, versus actually proving that maybe you shouldn't have access to it. So this is the thing that we need to understand about this, is that whenever the FDA comes after something, we have to take a double look and go, well, was it actually healthy? Was it actually dangerous? What is the issue? And the issue is probably that it worked too good. And so what I'll do is I'll put a link in the description to the N-acetyl cysteine. It's high absorbability, it's high quality, the stuff that I use regularly. You can find it down below, because you got to also have a good quality source. And I'll talk about how to use it towards the end of this video. Let's go ahead and talk about respiratory health, because I just mentioned how good it is for your respiratory health. But according to the research, NAC acts as an expectorant, as I said, expelling mucus from the lungs. It helps reduce inflammation in the bronchial tubes. It decreases your symptoms if you have COPD or the risk of getting it. It helps with shortness of breath. It helps decrease your recovery time. It will help prevent and delay ventilator-associated pneumonia. NAC has also been shown, according to the research, to decrease the severity of wheezing, coughing, and respiratory attacks. So NAC is very good for your respiratory system. NAC will help increase fertility in both men and women. There's many people struggling with this right now. This is why NAC is great. It helps balance your blood sugar. It's very important to understand that blood sugar instability doesn't just come from eating too much sugar. It also can come from a massive inflammatory issue in the body. NAC has been shown to actually decrease inflammation, and then this is how it'll actually help with your blood sugar. It decreases your risk of heart disease. You know, one of the things that you have to understand about heart disease, it's one of the top killers in the world, right next to diabetes and also cancer. And so if you use NAC, it'll help improve heart health. Now, NAC also is going to help improve immune health. One of the things that the research shows is that NAC can actually slow down viral replication. It's one of the issues when you get sick from a virus is it keeps replicating. Well, it'll actually slow down that process and also increase the amount of natural killer cells as well. So NAC is very good at improving your immune system function and how active it is. Now, the next on our list is it helps kill cancer cells, which is very important as well. As I mentioned, cancer is a big killer. It's proven to support that process of killing off these cancer cells in our body. Now, here's how you use NAC, and this is really important. Now, for me, I use it every single day. I take a low dose of it because it's like almost like part of a multivitamin for me, because I want all the benefits this has to offer. And so taking it in a low dose every single day, I take 600 milligrams. Now, if I am sick, if I'm trying to overcome an issue, if I have a lung issue, if I'm, immune depressed, one of the things I'll do is I'll actually increase the amount I'm using to 1,200 milligrams per day. And that is how I use NAC. Now, N-acetylcysteine, as we had mentioned here, has so many benefits. It can benefit your health greatly. We use it in my clinic in so many of the different nutritional formulations because it has that benefit to it that we all need. Go ahead and click in the link in the description below to learn more about NAC and the NAC that I'm using. Other than that, I'm Dr. Nick Zyrowski, and I think you'll really like this video over here next.